Hey Aztecs fans, this is Aztec Game Time with our second installment with DJ Gay. So, like I said before, DJ has allowed us to chronicle his journey from a college basketball standout to hopefully signing to a pro team. So, how are you today, DJ?
Very tired, but still going.
Yeah? Oh, good. So, let's start with my question. So, how is training going so far?
Training has been kicking my butt. Um, Things have picked up to another notch, going 2 to 3 workouts about 5 or 6 days a week, and just getting ready for what's next to come.
Okay, so have there been some very specific things that you've been working on, like, I don't know, ball handling or shooting or...
Um, well, off the court, definitely my core strength, putting on size, of course, need to get stronger, going to go play with grown men out there. On the court, I have been doing a lot of ball handling, trying to perfect the pick and roll, and extending my range from the three-point line at the next level of three-point line is a lot further. The ball is heavier, so those are different adjustments that I'm gonna have to get used to making.
And who have you been working out with? Like, have you been working out with the school trainer, the team, or with other NBA prospects, players?
I do my strength and conditioning with our very own Randy Shelton. He's the basketball team strength coach. He also has his own facility down in La Jolla. That's where I go. It's
Okay.
called High Voltage. So I'm there every morning. My basketball training, it's been with a guy named Sean Manning. Work out with him every morning at 7:30. And soon I'll be training with our very own Tony Bland as soon as he gets into town.
Great.
He's kind of taking me under his wing, and I expect to learn a lot from him.
So far, what would you say is the hardest aspect of all your training? I mean, you've been a college athlete and trained really hard for all these years, but what's been the hardest aspect training for the pros?
Adjusting to the speed, of course, the range, the three-point line, like I said, extended. The ball is heavier. The game is much more physical. It's just been an overall process. Once again, it's kind of like going from high school to college. So I'm going through that whole thing once again, going from college and hopefully to the pros. So
Right.
it's everything needs improvement. Some things more than others, but it's a journey.
Yeah. It's crazy how you work 4 years and then become the top dog, and then you have to go back to being a little fish out of the water again.
Right.
Well, last time you spoke, you mentioned that you have a couple of NBA workouts coming up. Have any of those been solidified? Or are you still kind of waiting?
No, there was last week. I had the potential to work out with the Lakers, but that workout got postponed due to some other stuff going on with other players. So hopefully, when that comes back up, my number will be called. But as far as the pros, those workouts really don't start for another week or two.
Right.
So I'm still waiting for my phone to ring on those. And yeah.
And are there any new prospects on the overseas teams, or still
Yeah.
kind of waiting?
From what I was told, my agent was contacted by a couple of teams in France, Germany, Israel. So, all very nice places from what I hear. So, like I said, right now I'm just playing the waiting game
Right.
and see what happens.
Now, with basketball, is it like football where you have to do combines and stuff, or is it just kind of waiting to be called for a workout? And
There
aspect?
is a combine type of thing. It takes place in Chicago. You have your camps, like the one I was in, the Portsmouth one for all seniors. There's an underclass camp coming up. in New Jersey. So there's all sorts of different things, but the biggest impact is when a team calls you to a workout and it's you and four other guys and they put you through this hard, gruesome workout. So that's what I'm kind of preparing myself for mentally and physically.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll be getting a lot of those calls.
Yeah.
So we do have a question from one of our Twitter followers at LLCoolRay 14, and he wanted to know what you want to do for a career outside of basketball.
When basketball is all said and done, I definitely like to come back to San Diego. I noticed basketball in the younger ages, the junior high and the high school level, doesn't really have a big basketball following right now. And I think that's something that I might want to tap into, whether if it's starting my own facility that specializes in basketball, whether if it's doing camps or something like that. But just providing that a different outlet to bettering younger kids at the game of basketball.
Right. There's a lot of terrible coaches out there, so I'm sure being that you actually know the game or as a point guard, that would be you'll be a great kind of mentor to these kids. And finally, just a random AZTEC question. What's your take on Vincent Brown and DeMarco Sampson getting drafted to the NFL? Like, are you friends with those guys? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've known those guys for the 4 years I was here. Grown close to those guys, hung out with those guys, and I'm happy for them. I mean, all their hard work paid off. Very talented, level-headed guys, and I know they'll be seeing a lot of success. Best of luck to them. It's amazing what they did for themselves and for this program. They helped this program rise to another level, and hopefully next year's football team can feed off of that.
Awesome. Well, thanks, DJ, again, for letting us chronicle your journey, and stay tuned next week for another installment with Catching Up with DJ Gay. See ya.